Good morning, y'all. What's up? I just accidentally burned my pancakes, which is so sad because they were the perfect level of fluffy and golden, and now they're burnt. So, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna prevail. That said, good morning. What's up? I'm about to cam. I'm making a quick little breakfast. I need to get groceries again. But a bitch got blessed last night, okay? Because I'm $800 richer and I'm definitely gonna start being a little more quiet about my coin, but because I am making this series and I'm very loud about when I'm broke, I am gonna go ahead and share this victory. I don't got no funny money business going on. Tax time, you gonna see that I pay my taxes on all income, okay? But yeah, I just wanted to share that I got really lucky. I'm feeling really good this morning. I decided that I'm really gonna just ultimately mind my business, but I need to take active steps to do so. And so I'm gonna start focusing on bigger things. I saw this quote a long time ago and it said, small minds talk about people, intermediate minds talk about events, and big minds talk about ideas, or something of that same vein. And I realized that I've been doing a lot of complaining about where my feelings, social life, people, I'm so hurt. And reality is I'm not perfect either. And when you talk about people, even if it's indirectly or if it's for learning lesson purposes, because I tend to forget very easily. And as a result, I accidentally be forgiving. So if I forget how bad you hurt me, I'm more likely to forgive you. So I know when I be making these rants and I'm like, sometimes they serve as a reminder for me to do no harm, but take no shit either. So yeah, they have dual purposes. Anyway, so that being said, I know I talk about my ex occasionally on this channel, and that's because I need more friends and he be the only one I'm really hanging out with a lot of the times. That said, it's important to make sure you're not getting played or hurt, but also the reality of the situation is he hurts me, I hurt him. We're trying to get better. We are. I am gonna watch my back, of course, because I just don't trust that people change in such a short amount of time. But I also know that I can be a problem as well. So it's just going to be a matter of us both keeping ourselves protected, minding our business, and doing what we need to do individually, and enjoying each other's company without hurting each other. But like I said, I'm still gonna watch my back, because you ain't bringing no coochie crawlies to me, bro. You're not. That's my biggest concern. That's my biggest concern. I don't want no coochie crawlies. You can keep all of them. So that said, I'm just letting that be however it is. I talk about the moments that hurt and bother me and this, that, and the third, but there are a lot of very, very, very beautiful moments where people be looking out or he be looking out. And sometimes it's just hard because sometimes I think about stuff in absolute. So either it's absolute good or absolute bad. And you gotta understand that, just like yourself, people are not just all good, all bad. It's really hard for people to just be one thing solely. You know what I mean? We are a composition of our feelings, our priorities, our agendas, our motives, our intentions. Like, we are a combo of all that shit. So when you hold people accountable, you have to also consider all factors too, which is just hard because I have a very low tolerance for bullshit. But I also know that sometimes I be on bullshit. So I logged on to say this. If something's no longer serving me in a beneficial way, and I don't mean serving me, pleasing me only, I mean mutually beneficial. If it's a friendship, if it's family, if something is no longer good for my spirit or my peace of mind, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to give it power. I might discuss or look at it from a logical standpoint so I can actually analyze the behavior of the situation from both parties or all parties and make a decision about whatever might have happened or this, that, and the third. But from now on, I'm really just going to be focusing on I don't want to be analyzing nobody. I don't want to be in my feelings about nobody. Like, it is what it is. Y'all gonna do what you gonna do. I realize sometimes I will interfere in people's lives trying to fix stuff and do stuff and this, that, and the third because I care. But sometimes people just need to figure out shit on their own. And if they're dragging you down with them, you need to leave. That's all it is. If you feel like somebody's dragging you down in a relationship, a friendship, like, you're your own person at the end of the day. But if you feel like being around them is having some type of effect on you or whatever it might be, you can leave. You could go, You could sit and complain about it or you can go. So it's like, do whatever you got to do. Really just focus on yourself. Let everybody do what they think they need to do in their lives. If there is a disagreement on how y'all are living your lives and whether y'all could be friends or boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend in a relationship, whatever it is, leave because it's not compatible. But everybody's the maker of their own life. They can do whatever they want. And even if you don't agree with it or you feel like it's affecting you or bothering you, you don't have to stay. You don't have to stay in their life, and they don't have to stay in yours. And that's just a simple fact of the matter. The reality is, I get lonely. I want social contact, but I also want to be left alone so I can do my work. It doesn't make any sense, I know. But I realized after yesterday, after enjoying a day that was supposed to be productive and just wasting time, but in a happy way, that you just have to enjoy where you spend your time. I said this before. You have to enjoy who you're spending it with, what you're doing. And if this person doesn't make you feel good, you can leave. You can walk away. You can try to handle things better. Not everybody's all good or all bad. You gotta, deal with parts of people that you might not always want to deal with. But it doesn't mean they always deserve a reaction or that you have to stick around and deal with it either. I realized that, yes, it is a matter of how people act around me and treat me and talk to me and stuff, but it's also really a matter of how I react. And I always react very intensely with the people I care about. I'm tired. Do you see my skin? I'm trying to heal my skin. This has to be stress. I know for a fact this is stress. I had such pretty ass clear skin before 2020. Ever since, just between mask and stress, face has breaking out. I have like a pimple beard, okay? I know y'all peeped it. I want to lose weight in my chin. Like, I've been working on myself, going to the gym, just trying to feel good. So I'm starting to realize when people come at me with stress and I give what I feel like is a valid response, like, my ex finally wore off on me. I'm about to become a nonchalant nigga. Like, I just don't care. Hair follicles intact, skin unbothered. Okay. All right, there we go. It wasn't really a problem before. I would send paragraphs, but I wasn't very passionate about it. I used to just leave. You made me unhappy or stressed me out, I walked away so fast. You didn't hear nothing from me. So I'm trying to get back to that point basically, because I'm starting to realize not everything deserves a reaction. And people are gonna do stuff and you could peep stuff that's gonna hurt your feelings or stuff doesn't sit well with your spirit. But I'm at a point where I'm about to just peep it and be quiet. And either I'm gonna make a decision to walk away or still fuck with you. If you do something I peep and it's hurtful, I'm gonna try to talk to you about it. I'm gonna ask about it for clarity so we understand both sides of the situation. If I feel like it's still sketch or you're being funny or you're being angry or whatever it is, whatever you got going on, if I feel like it's something you need to resolve within yourself, I'm gonna walk away. If it's something I feel like we need to resolve together or we can resolve together, we could talk it out. If it's something that I just need to go ahead and fix within myself, I will separate myself to go fix it. But aside from that, it's distance. We need distance these days. Social distancing. We need emotional distancing. Okay? I'm tired. I'm not trying to be this attached. I'm not trying to be this empathetic to everything anymore. Sneaky link being a little too sneaky. Mad mothers, fake and flaky friends, and weird energy. All of it. I'm just gonna peep it and walk. And you gonna know once you don't see me no more because you lost access to me. That's all that's about to happen. It's so crazy how you evolve through life. I know I'm just saying it, so I do need to implement it. You might hear the occasional comment out of me if it's relevant to the situation and how I'm feeling, but that's just too much energy. It's just so wild because when I was younger, I was a people pleaser and I did not speak up or stand up for myself at all. If I was getting bullied at school, which I had been, if I had stuff going on with relationships or guys in my life not treating me well, I would just go home and cry about it. I was the biggest fucking crybaby. I was always sad, always depressed. I tried to be happy. I had a lot of stuff going on with just friends and people mistreating me, blah, blah, blah. And I had very beautiful moments too, don't get me wrong. But I did not learn how to stand up for myself when I was younger. So then boom, what happened? I got older and now I'm overcompensating for the fact that I'm standing up for myself and my younger self, my inner child. So there's no type of balance. We went from not speaking up at all, just taking it, just hurting on the inside for so many years and just having my own stuff going on, and whether it was family, friends, relationships, and now it's I'm having the same issues in my young adulthood. It's no, you won't hear about it. I'm tired. And that is the deciding factor. I'm tired and I no longer want to do it. I'm not gonna go back to younger me who just took it. I'm not taking anything. I'm not dealing with nothing. But I also don't like how older me's handling things. And and I still do it sometimes. Even last year, sometimes I'll be quiet and not say nothing until it bothers me. It really bothers me. And then I let it out. So there is still part of that inner child in me that just, it's okay. We'll just not worry about it. And I was confusing it with what I feel now, which is nah, I just don't give a I'm gonna ignore it. No. it was hurting you. You were hurting on the inside and you needed to handle it. Now I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm gonna work really hard to just not let it hurt me. And it's only with the people I really care about. When it comes to strangers insulting me, calling me names, being in my inbox, talking shit, doing whatever, trying to start stuff. When it comes to strangers and people who don't know me, I really do not care, because I'm like, who are you? You do not know my life. You might think you know my life, but you don't. But it's the people I always love the closest. But I know when I have love for somebody and I feel like they do me dirty. Not to say I've never done anybody dirty either, but I do try to make amends for my mistakes. I think that's like gonna be my biggest learning lesson with the people I love, that it's okay to just, okay, that energy. Some people are unhappy, they're looking for a reaction. Some people are trying to trigger you. Some people are trying to make you miserable with them. Some people are trying to hold you back. Whatever they got going on, it needs to be resolved within themselves. And it's not an actual situation between y'all, and it's just a person being funny or acting funny, or they seem like they're trying to release their emotions on you or whatever it might be. Just, okay, well, yep. All right, yep. Start protecting your peace. Shit. Whatever needs to reveal itself in due time will reveal itself. The only thing I can do is focus on myself and not put in too much energy where I should not be putting my energy in. So that's all it is. Like, I'm learning. I'm actively learning out here as an adult, and it's crazy. Like, you'll relearn the same lessons you thought you already knew. Sometimes separating yourself from environments the best you can, whether physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever you got to do to detach, this is the only way to protect your peace. Sometimes you might feel alone, but at the end of the day, everybody really does not need to have access to you. They really don't.